Hexaware has quietly changed the rules of cloud hiring in 2026, and most students still do not realize it. Earlier, basic AWS knowledge and simple Linux administration were enough to enter service based cloud projects, but now companies want engineers who can automate entire infrastructure, manage Kubernetes clusters, deploy application through CI/CD pipelines, and optimize cloud cost using infrastructure as code. Terraform, Docker, Kubernetes, GitOps, multi-cloud security, these are no longer extra skills, they are becoming mandatory. In this video, we will break down Hexaware's new hiring direction, the exact technical stack companies are prioritizing, live coding and architecture assessment patterns, expected salary brackets, and a complete 90-day roadmap to become a production-ready cloud engineering in 2026. Hexaware and many global IT service companies are shifting from traditional infrastructure support roles toward full-stack cloud engineering profiles. Earlier, companies hired separate teams for server management, deployment, monitoring, and automation. Now, one engineer is expected to handle everything together. That means provisioning infrastructure, automation, deployments, container orchestration, monitoring, and cloud security. Modern projects demand engineers who can work across AWS, Azure, and sometimes even Google Cloud together. This is why hybrid cloud orchestration has become one of the biggest hiring priorities. Public job posting connected to Hexaware Cloud and DevOps roles increasingly mentioned. Terraform, Kubernetes, Azure DevOps, GitHub Actions, Docker CI/CD, monitoring tools, and infrastructure as code workflows. And another major change is AI integration. Cloud teams are now expected to support AI workloads, GPU infrastructure, scalable APIs, vector databases, and intelligent monitoring systems. This means simple cloud basics are no longer enough. Companies now want engineers who can automate entire environments. If you want to become job ready for cloud engineering roles in 2026, here is the technical stack you should focus on. Linux plus networking step 1. Before cloud, master Linux commands, shell scripting, DNS, load balancing, HTTP, SSL, networking fundamentals. Without networking, Kubernetes and cloud architecture become difficult. Second step, cloud platform. You should know at least one deeply, AWS, Azure or GCP. For service companies, AWS and Azure currently dominate. Learn EC2, IAM, VPC, S3, load balancers, auto scaling, CloudWatch, and etc. Step 3. Infrastructure as code. This is where 2026 hiring is heavily shifting. Terraform has become one of the most important cloud automation tools in the industry. Multiple current Hexaware related DevOps openings specifically mention Terraform expertise as a core requirement. Learn Terraform modules, remote state management, reusable infrastructure, provisioning cloud resources automatically. Pulumi is also gaining popularity because it allows engineers to write infrastructure using programming languages. Step 4. Containers plus Kubernetes. Docker is now basic industry knowledge, but Kubernetes is where companies filter serious candidates. You must understand ports, deployments, services, ingress, Helm charts, scaling, monitoring, troubleshooting. Step 5. CI/CD plus GitOps. Modern companies want deployment automation. Learn Jenkins, GitHub Actions, GitLab CI, Argo CD, GitOps workflows. Step 6. Monitoring plus security. Modern cloud engineering is incomplete without observability. Learn Prometheus, Grafana, Loki, ELK stack, cloud security basics, IAM policies, DevSecOps. Certification alone do not guarantee jobs, but in service-based companies, certification still create a massive advantage during resume shortlisting. Best certification path for 2026: Beginner AWS Cloud Practitioner, Azure Fundamentals Intermediate, AWS Solution Architect Associate, Azure Administrator Associate, Advanced, AWS Solutions Architect Professional, Certified Kubernetes Orchestration Administration, Multi-Cloud Security Certifications. Kubernetes certification are becoming increasingly valuable because companies are deploying cloud-native application at scale. But remember this carefully, hands-on projects are now more important than certificate. One real DevOps project can outperform these three certifications. The biggest change in 2026 hiring is the assessment pattern. Earlier, MCQs, aptitude, and basic cloud questions were enough. Now companies are moving toward live coding, infrastructure debugging, architecture design, and automation logic testing. What candidates are being asked? Automation logic, example, write a script that automatically scales infrastructure based on CPU usage. Kubernetes troubleshooting, example, why are pods crashing after deployment? Terraform design, example, create reusable infrastructure modules for production environments. CI/CD pipelines, example, design deployment pipelines with a rollback strategy. Architecture blueprint rounds. One major trend is system design for cloud infrastructure. Candidate may be asked to resilient cloud systems, create self-healing architectures, reduce cloud cost, improve uptime, and many interviews now focus more on how you think rather than memorized answer. Let's talk about salaries. These numbers vary depending on location, certifications, negotiation, and project requirements. But based on current market trends for cloud and DevOps roles in India, entry-level cloud engineer approx 4 LPA to 8 LPA. Mid-level DevOps cloud engineer approx 10 LPA to 18 LPA. Senior cloud platform engineer approx 20 LPA to 30 LPA. Public DevOps and Kubernetes heavy openings in 2026 are increasingly showing premium salary ranges for engineers with Terraform, Kubernetes, and multi-cloud expertise. The highest paying engineers are usually experts in Kubernetes, SRE, cloud security, platform engineering, and cost optimization. Your first 90 days inside a cloud engineering role are critical. First 30 days focus on internal tools, deployment processes, cloud access management, CI/CD pipeline. Days 30 to 60, you will start handling deployments, automation tasks, infrastructure monitoring, incident fixes. Days 60 to 90, you will be expected to optimize systems, reduce downtime, automate repetitive tasks, improve infrastructure reliability. The engineers who grow fastest are not always the best coders. They are usually the engineers who communicate clearly, solve production problems quickly, document system properly, and work effectively with teams. 2026 cloud engineering is no longer just about learning AWS commands. The industry is moving toward automation, platform engineering, AI integrated infrastructure, and multi-cloud orchestration. The students who adapt early will dominate the next hiring cycle. Master Terraform, Kubernetes, CI/CD, cloud security, and automation. And you would not just become another IT employee, you will become the engineer companies complete to hire. If this roadmap helps you understand the future of cloud engineering, subscribe now because this channel breaks down real hiring trends, salary insights, interview patterns, and technical roadmaps that most students never get to see. If you want to become a high-paying cloud engineer, DevOps engineer, SRE, or platform engineer in 2026, this video gives you the complete roadmap. So thank you so much for watching this video. Just like and subscribe, please. Thank you.